Hey friends, I'm back with another video, and this one is going to be about the test server, because there are things about the test server that I was unaware of for a while, and I want to explore them. And one thing I also want to point out is, hey, look at this! We've got the new fall background, or Halloween background, for the character select screen now. I always love this. It always makes me feel just warm and happy to see the pumpkins and the fall color leaves on here, and the creepy broken skeleton hanging from the archway, and the tombstones, and just all that. I just love Halloween. So one thing I want to point out right away is this is a newer account that I have that is free to play. I do not have any full access, but if you look here, this says all access. So it looks like if you ever want to experience the full experience of Everquest without ever dishing out any money, you can get on the test server and have full access. So let's see if there's anything missing. We're going to go from creating a character right from the start, and see if there's anything that's locked out or whatever. You know, I'm also going to try, we'll see if I can get a journeyman mercenary, or if I'm stuck with getting one of the free ones, and all that good stuff. And what do I want to play? I don't know. Do I want to be like a finger wiggler? You know, I don't know. I've never made like a gnome warrior or a gnome shadow knight. Maybe that could be fun. I've never made a gnome rogue. What do I do, guys? I'm thinking I might do it like a gnome shadow knight just for the hell of it. We'll call him Fezzle Dark. I don't know. That sounds pretty stupid. That's pretty cringe. I just thought of it. Fezzle cringe. Come on, that's a great name, but maybe something else. I'm sure that there's probably somebody already named Soul Eater, but let's see. Well, let's try if it lets me. No, it's already taken. What about renaming him Ankle Eater? But no, I don't want to do the negative stereotype. I love gnomes, so I'll just call him Fezzle Wicked, not to be mistaken with the other Fezzle Wicked that I made on the regular Throne of Ice server, who's a necromancer that I'm doing in another video. This is going to be a completely different one, who's a shadow knight, and I'm not even going to make him a ginger. I'll just stick with what I have here and enter worlds. Some of you might ask, why did you decide to make a brand new character and not just go with another character or any of that stuff? I just wanted to emphasize how this is a new account. It's a free-to-play account. I've never put payment information on here just because I want everybody to really see and know that, yeah, you can get like the full access experience on Live EQ more or less without being on Live EQ. Sure, it doesn't have all the free trade awesomeness that Throne of I has, and I still recommend that server above all others because it really is an awesome server. But if you're broke, like I often am, then this could be a great alternative for you. You know, you can learn the game and all that stuff. And if you have a character like on Throne of I, and suddenly you find yourself in between jobs or something, like your pal right here, I can't drive for now because of the accident with my car, where somebody sideswiped me, and completely their fault. I have video proof of it all, that it wasn't me. So haha, to anybody's like, well, you probably drove poorly. No, wasn't me, was them. And the insurance companies all agree because they also saw the video. Hopefully the police will nab their asses, and at the very least give them a hearty fine for not just reckless driving and but also fleeing the scene of an accident. So here we go. This is one of the things that is different. If you are free to play, normally you only get apprentice mercenaries. But here, as you see, I could select journeyman tank, or journeyman healer, and I usually go, like, at this early stage, even though, yes, I'm supposed to be a tank, I'm a Shadow Knight, I get the tank because that's more DPS And I usually don't like having a human mercenary, but we're just doing this sort of as a whole example thing. So yeah, we're going to just grab the human mercenary. I'm going to set them as the main tank so they can take most of the hits, since I've got like no armor except for the arms I just got from the nice cat lady. Meow. Meow. For those of you who might wonder about the tutorial zone on test server, like, oh, is it going to be a complete ghost town? Well, no, there's a couple of people here. There are 4 different players here, including myself. There's 3 level 5 people. It looks like it could even be someone multi-boxing, because it's just odd that they're all exactly level 5. And I don't know if they're taking a break currently or what, but yeah, there's a wizard, warrior, and a cleric. I don't know. It seems a little too much of a coincidence, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to go over here. We're going to test out our journeyman mercenary and kill the infiltrator. I'm also going to open up this so you can see the stats on the mercenary. Look at that hit point regen, guys. He is level 2, just like me, the mercenary is, and he gets 156 hit point regen. I don't see how it's possible for that mercenary to die. The apprentice mercenary is might have like 0 hit point regen, or maybe just 4 or 5 hit point regen or something, you know. It might just even be just 1, which is like normal regen when you're just sitting down and resting. Did I fall? How did I fell between the boards on the bridge, guys. That is something special. I tell you, I'd never seen that happen before. I fell between the damn floorboards. That's one of the hazards of being a gnome, you know? You're tiny, and you can fall between the floorboards. Oh, look, I can select auto grant too. So auto grant is another thing that you only get if you're premium. So you can be free to play and still get auto grant. You can be free to play and get your journeyman's mercenary. Okay, as you see, journeyman. Confidence high. So those are 2 things you get. So it seems like you get everything. It seems like you get everything, like your premium, even though you're free to play. For those of you also wondering if there's a bunch of people in the guild lobby on test server, there's 67 players here in the guild lobby right now. So it seems like it doesn't matter what server you're on, even if it's test, the guild lobby is always crowded. I think I found the first downside to playing on the test server that I noticed. It could just be my current internet connection or something like that, but it does appear like there is considerable delay when zoning. I was zoning from guild lobby to POK just now, and it just seemed like it was taking forever. So that is an issue, I think, because there's only 20 people here in POK, so I don't see why it would have taken that long for the switch for zoning into POK. It also seems really laggy here right now for some reason, and I don't know what that is, what that's about, because it wasn't like that in the tutorial zone, and I might try zoning somewhere else to see if the lag persists. Maybe it's just something going on with POK, I don't know. Okay, so I have seen and realized something, that loyalty velocity on here is 0%. I don't know if that's because the character is brand new or what. I might have to make another video later about it, or I'll just log into a different character on this server and see if I can confirm it easy enough if I log into a different character. So I logged into one of my other characters here on the test server, and they get loyalty tokens at 100% velocity. So it does make sense. New characters will have a 0% velocity for loyalty because you're new. You haven't been able to prove any loyalty yet. So I think it's, you know, after you've been playing for a week, I don't know, a month or whatever, that the velocity starts to increase. That makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. You're not going to have any loyalty tokens at first. So yeah, that's that. And I'm pretty sure that since everything else seems to work over here, that you can do anything. It's like you're you're paying for premium even though you're not. So I even went and got myself a cool looking journeyman kobold mercenary instead, who is actually a rogue, so that's really gonna amp up my DPS. So that's just some of the perks here that I've found on the test server. You get journeyman kobolds, you get basically playing for free, yet all of the stuff you would get if you were paying for premium. That includes, I'm assuming, some of the augs that are usually prestige or whatever it is that you can't use if you're free to play. The only real downsides to test server is that it seems to be a little laggy in some zones, and I don't know what that is. Maybe they're using that old server that's just being run by like a little tired hamster walking in an old wheel and stuff, and he's not 22 anymore, so he gets tired and it goes put 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 put. I don't know. But yeah, you seem to still get loyalty tokens. You get all of the other perks of having a premium account. Oh, and there is the one thing too, is that because it's test server, of course, there are sometimes different things implemented that are being tested on the test server as they should be, and they might not show up on the regular server right away. And then the test server is also subject to random disconnections, where you might be playing and killing stuff, and you might get little to no warning that the server is coming down for maintenance or some kind of update or some other thing that they're going to patch in for testing. So those are a few things that you want to think about before coming to play on the test server. But I do think that if you are interested in Everquest, you would really like to see everything that's offered for a premium account, but you don't have the premium account money on you, you can try it. You can try test server. It's real easy to access, and I will show you how to get on there. So let's say you've booted up the game, you're here on live, and you want to get to the test server. Well, if you hit play, you're not going to get there. You need to make sure to do one small thing. Again, this is the loading screen, and this is what you do. You got to click here where it says version live, left click on that, and this window comes up. You're going to click on here and you're going to select test, and then you're going to hit apply. It's going to download different files. You know, once it's all loaded, you can hit play and it will load up, and you'll see a server select screen, and then you will see test server. And here we go. This is the test server select screen, where you only have one server available. And if you want to go back to the regular servers, it's pretty much the same thing, the same steps, except you click on that where it says test server in the upper left corner of the loading screen, and then you go and select live instead of test, and again it'll update files, and you just log in and pick your server and everything as normal. I hope you found this video informative and helpful. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and a wonderful tomorrow.